Welcome to our tutorial How to Use the Editor. In order to build a game, the Lemonate editor is essential. It's your powerful tool to unleash your creativity and create new worlds. Let's take a closer look at the whole thing. The renderer is where most of the magic happens. Every new project always begins with 4 elements that we call nodes: a box, a light source, a floor, and a camera. There are 2 ways to control the camera. The first one is called FPS controls. To move within the scene, use WASD on your keyboard. Press the right mouse button and drag to change direction. The other way is called orbit controls, to which you can switch here in the toolbar. Zoom in and out with your mouse wheel, press the right mouse button, and drag the mouse to move left, right, up, and down. Press your left mouse button and drag the mouse to rotate your view around the center of the viewport. To handle an object in the editor, you can move it by using Translate, rotate it by using Rotate, and adjust its size by using Scale. The camera position and the light source can be changed like this as well. This can be done in the inspector. In this section, you can view and change the attributes of the active object. In case of the camera, there are special settings for the direction. By default, the camera is set to Look At. That means you cannot change the rotation manually, but it will stay fixed on certain coordinates. If you want full control, set the camera to Free. Other examples for the inspector are Transform. Transform manages everything about your object's place in space: its position, rotation, and scale. This is the numerical equivalent to what we did a few seconds ago manually. Use Cast Shadow to set whether the object, surprise, surprise, casts a shadow. Change the physics of your object by using physics controls. For example, to make it bounce. That's done here. Restitution. 3D speak for bounciness. Let's set it to 7. Want to see how your game would look by now? Just press the play button. Okay, cool. That works. Physics is on for the box by default. Uncheck the box if you don't want elements to be subject to gravity or collisions. Let's keep it off for now. Doesn't our box look a bit boring? Let's give it a different texture. With the box selected, scroll down to Material. Click the magnifying glass to open the Asset Store tab with some options for us to choose. Sandblock wave looks interesting. Let's drag it into the material field. How about another one? Let's check out Parquet herringbone. Yeah, that's pretty classy. By the way, of course you can always use your own materials. That's what the import button is for. Now, what about some movement in our scene? A rotating box, perhaps? As with material, we can search for a script in the Asset Store. First, we select our box. Then we scroll down in the inspector and click this kinda unspectacular button, Add Script. By clicking the magnifying glass, we open the Asset Store and drag the script into the script field. Let's hit play and see our box in action. Great! It's working fine. Of course, you can write your own code as well, but this is a topic for another tutorial. These were just a few examples of how you can use the inspector. But surely you have already noticed that this is a pretty important part of the editor. Now let's move on to the next section, Composition. This is another cool functionality which allows you to render the image from one or more cameras to the final image and apply effects to it. Input, a camera in most cases, and an output. In essence, your screen. Your effects live in between these 2 nodes. By default, this is a vignette. Let's change it to a film effect. First, we delete the old effect, then bring in the new effect, and then we reconnect the camera to our new effect, and the effect to the output. Finally, we can adjust the effect to our liking. That's it. Well, let's see what the whole thing looks like in action. Yeah, that's nice. Maybe the beginning of a mysterious film noir game. We could only scratch the surface of the capabilities of the editor in this short overview. So in case you want to learn more, just click Help. Here you will find the documentation with examples from many common tasks and problems, including Lua code for your direct use. To finish up, let's take a look at the project section. Here you can find all the assets of your project, 3D objects, materials, compositions, scenes, etc. And that's it for today. Click Save for now or Publish and wait for the enthusiastic comments to roll in. We think you're now ready to check out the editor for yourself and explore its possibilities further. We hope you like it. Feel free to send us some feedback. We will surely appreciate it. So all that's left to say is, thanks for watching and see you in the next tutorial.